Hello guys, and welcome back to another little fishing session. So I got one random day off during the week and I thought I should probably do some fishing. Welcome back to one of my favorite spots to fish, and I'm gonna be doing a little good old-fashioned pond hopping. Alright, so let's see. I might just tie one of them. The first session was slow as it was cold and very windy, but despite the conditions, I was still able to get on a nice fish. Just throw him on the hook, turn him around, and just go back in. And to make it weedless, just literally put it back a little bit so that the hook goes inside the bait, and that's now a beautiful weedless presentation. And how can a bass not eat that? If I was a bass, I'd eat that. Oh, there's a fish. Jeez, I was late on that. I was so late on that hook set. Oh, but there he is. Ooh, struggling a bit. I was so late on that hook set. Got him right at the top of the lip though. So nice fish. He fell victim to the Kraken craw. Oh, there he is. First little fish of the session. Woo! Say hello. I fished for a couple of hours after that, but the bite was dead, so I decided to leave. Later that day, an angler who I had met during my last fishing trip invited me to fish one of his favorite ponds. Last time I was out fishing, I met this guy at the boat ramp, Tim's from Cisco, and he's taking me out to one of his spots, one of his OG spots, and we're gonna be trying some crankbaits, trying some maybe some finesse type presentations. But we're gonna slay him today, so let's just catch some fish. Oh, no way. We literally just started. I haven't even made a cast yet, and this guy has already hooked up to a fish. Pequeño, pero bueno. Ya cayó el primero. First blood. I drew a blank for that afternoon session, but Francisco did manage to catch a few small ones. A few days later, I went kayak fishing with Francisco and one of his friends. Alright, starting in the water today. Okay. Huh? Oh. Okay. I'm trying to do the mystery tackle box challenge today, and he just took my box. Huh? 26. They know of the challenge, they're excited. I'm excited too. Oh shit. Alright, so I'm starting in the water today. Today I plan to do my first ever mystery tackle box challenge. But basically what that entails is that you have to get a mystery tackle box and you have to catch one fish on every bait in the box. There's about, I don't know, a good number of baits. I haven't counted them yet, but I guess we'll find out here in a second. I was struggling that day, but Gustavo quickly found a pattern and started catching them. sick. Using a small gold minnow and a jig head, Gustavo was able to catch a decent sized fish.
Wow, that's a nice fish.
Look at this.
That's a monster. That's a Maryland monster right there.
Gustavo then proceeded to pass down some knowledge, and he offered me one of his rigs.
Alright, so Gustavo, I think that's what his name is, just hooked me up with, this is what he's been throwing, this is how he's been catching his fish. It's basically just a Ned rig with a little minnow. And I've been seeing a lot of bait fish and they're all about this size, so I actually have some faith in this. I've abandoned my mystery tackle box challenge for now just because I really want to get on a fish. So I'm gonna be throwing what he's been throwing, just a little minnow imitation.
I quickly realized I was using too heavy of a line for such light tackle. At 12-pound test, I wasn't able to get any significant casting distance, and I would get massive tangles on every cast.
Oh no. Oh man, that's twice already. Jeez, this is not good.
Lesson learned. So I looked in my box and fetched a jig, one of my favorite lures.
Oh, there's a fish on. Don't come off. My battery's just about to die too. Oh, stop the jumping. Oh, he's in the boat. It's my first fish of the day on the jig. Oh, that feels good. Not that big of a fish. I'll say probably this one is maybe a pound. I at least got the jig out of the way. Tomorrow I can go to a different lake and finish the slam. But for now, this will do. Oh, that was a pretty good bite. Very subtle bite too. See you, buddy.
Okay, so day one is in the books. I managed to catch a grand total of 1 fish, which means I still have another 5 lures to catch fish on, but that'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be going to a different lake. This time, this lake wins. I was only able to catch the 1 fish. I fished for the major part of that day, but I drew up a blank for that session. But even though I didn't catch any fish, I will definitely come back to this reservoir for another go. Ahoy! So it is that time of the day where we hit the boat ramp and we just head back home. I threw absolutely everything up down today. I threw crankbait, jerkbait, swim baits, finesse worms, jigs, and nothing. Not even a single bite. But you know, that's fishing for you sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna catch them, sometimes you're gonna get skunked, and today was one of those days. Saying that my first mystery tackle box challenge attempt was a complete failure is an understatement. I was only able to catch 1 fish over 2 days, and that was with a jig, with a finesse type bait. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, and until next time.